Alright, 29 hours in. Arrived at 2 Island. Arrived in 3 Island. Went to the Pokemon Mart and spent 52,800 Poké Dollars for items including Ultra Balls. I'm fairly certain it was just Ultra Balls. Then we went to Viridian City, and then we saved at the Pokemon Center. Because we healed our Pokemans after fighting a gym leader, or gym trainer, or true. So, we need to get Huayra leveled up, we need to get Hylix leveled up, we need to get Beetle leveled up, and maybe Clubman. Huayra and Beetle especially, because Giovanni has some poison Pokemans in Nidorina, or Nidoqueen and Nidoking. Let me open our Nuzlocke tracker here real quick, just so we can see exactly what we're up against. Let's scroll down here. All these gym leaders we've beaten. It feels so good to say that. Okay. Giovanni. Level 45 Rhyhorn. Level 42 Dugtrio. Which Huayra should, you know, make easy work of that. Then level 44 Nidoqueen. Level 45 Nidoking. Level 50 Rhyhorn. Level 50 Rhyhorn. That's so weird. I can't believe he has a Rhyhorn and not a Rhydon. That's weird. Okay. Honestly, dude, we might be in good shape if we can just get Beetle leveled up, because Huayra will make mincemeat of both Rhyhorns and Dugtrio. Then it'll just be Nidoqueen and Nidoking, which, if this is to be believed, they don't even have Horn Drill, which is really surprising. Like, Horn Drill is the one move I would be worried about, truthfully. Must be running out of steam by now. Nope. Nope. Not even close. Just getting started. Just getting started. Cool Trainer Yuji would like to battle. Send out Sand Slash. Intimidate. And honestly, like, if these movesets are to be believed, which I don't have any reason to doubt them, I don't really even think his Nidoking and Nidoqueen are going to match up very well against Butterfree anyways, because ooh. Yeah, we'll leave Huayra in. I would switch him out for Clubman, but I'm worried about Explosion maybe? And I don't want to risk Dig not being a one hit KO. So we'll just get some free levels in. But, so, according to this, they know Double Kick, Body Slam, Earthquake, and Poison Sting. The only difference between Nidoking and Nidoqueen is Nidoking knows Thrash instead of Body Slam. So, like, that's like easy peasy. Because fighting's not going to be very effective since Butterfree is also type Flying. Poison Sting, I mean, it's Poison Sting. Might poison. Body Slam and Thrash are going to be their, you know, big attacks, and Earthquake's not going to be effective because, again, type Flying. Marowak. Quite the onslaught of ground Pokemon here. No problemo. So I just need to get Clubman leveled up. That's what's... Or not Clubman. I mean, Clubman wouldn't be a bad choice for, like, Rhyhorn. But the one thing about that is they know Earthquake, so Dig is essentially rendered useless. Useless probably isn't the right term, but it's not going to be very good. Machop. What's up, Machop? Let's see if we can one-hit KO him here. Got him. Machoke. Yeah, let's get Beetle in here. Oh, excuse me. Maybe let's try to hit him with Sleep Powder. Let's try to go Sleep Powder first. So that way he can't revenge us. Haha! I lied. He can revenge us. It's just not very effective. But still, the fact that he can do it at all is bogus. You would think Sleep Powder would last for at least 2 turns, but I guess not. Atsushi! We make wonderful music together. Is it a guitarist? No. Just a tamer. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. What other games do I have that I haven't tried? I have Live Alive that I haven't opened. I still need to beat Fire Emblem. Echoes and... Or not Echoes. Echoes is a mobile game. Engage. Engage and 3 Houses at some point. I know I have other games I haven't even opened yet, I think. Surf! Yes, no, maybe. Nah. 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 I'm trying to remember. I know I have more games than that I've just not opened yet. And I haven't even tried. But I own. I've barely started Mario vs. Donkey Kong. That would be another one. I need to beat Skyward Sword at some point. That's one maybe I'll stream. Just so that way I know I'll actually beat it. I probably just need to bite the bullet and actually use a walkthrough on it. Because I think that's been my problem, is I've gotten stuck in a couple places. Man, if I knew Psychic, if Beetle knew Psychic, that would be awesome. But I don't think I have a TM for it. Maybe I do. I just don't think so. Sleep Powder! Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, little queen. That's mostly what I'm worried about, is that Psybeam is just not going to do enough. It will damage him, but it's going to take a few turns. And I think my best bet is basically the same strat that I'm using right now. It's just to hit him with a Sleep Powder and then Hyper Potions. Or not Hyper Potions, Psybeams. Confusion. 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 Stay asleep. Probably won't. Stay asleep. Probably won't. Stay asleep. Probably won't. Stay asleep. Dang it. Ooh, paralysis. Aha! I have no idea why I thought to give that. What would I have been fighting that I would have decided to do that? I don't know. I don't know, but hey, it worked out, so it's cool. Let's go heal back up. Go heal our Pokemons. Whee! Yes, heal my Pokemons, please. Not right now. Thank you, though. Spectacle. I don't want to do that. I'm pretty sure I fought all these dudes. Maybe not that guy. Not fought that guy. Let's lead with, well, actually, so let me look. Maybe I do have Psychic. I do have Psychic. What else does Butterfree know? Gust, maybe? Hey, how's it going? Welcome in, Fox. How are you doing, buddy? I am, doing well so far. Doing okay, you. I'm doing alright. I want to teach Beetle, but I like the idea of Hummer knowing Psychic. I'm fairly certain I taught Hummer Toxic, actually. It's because Gust is not that great of a move anyways. At least by comparison. I'm kind of at an impasse, Fox. Well, impasse maybe not the right word. But once I beat Giovanni, I don't really know what to do. I know that I'm not saying I don't know what to do next. I know the Pokemon League is next. I know that. But it's more like I am not going to go straight to the Pokemon League with my Pokemon being leveled where they are. It's not going to be effective in how much extra is going to do. That's even less. I might try to catch the legendary birds tonight, but I don't know. Haven't decided on that one yet. I've already decided to. I'm going to do quite a bit of off-stream grinding. Not much for training aside from Victory Road. Exactly. So it's like I don't want to just stream training since I'm playing on original hardware and can't make it go any quicker. So we might try the birds tonight. But then I'm probably going to do a lot more off-screen playing just to do training and stuff. And then whenever I'm ready to go fight the Elite Four, we'll pick it back up. But we'll see. We'll see how much training I get done this week. That's what it's really going to come down to. I already fought you. I don't think I fought this guy. Oh, I have the wrong Pokemon leading. Oops. Getting to the birds is sometimes a challenge in itself. You might get decent training through that. So I guess it's different because I'm not quite familiar with how to get to Moltres. I know you said it's on the Sevi Islands. But I know that's a little bit different than the older games. Articuno, yeah. And then Zapdos too, especially with all the, higher level like Magneton, Electrodes. I think I caught a Magneton. Because I think I left there because I decided I should not be there. Because, yeah, there are some pretty strong trainers there. I do remember that. Maybe we'll do that next. Rhyhorn. Huayra. But then after that, I mean, Minish Cap. If there's only all the dungeons for the elements, that's only 4 dungeons, and I've already beaten 2 of them. But I don't know if that's the case or not. trying to figure out what I'm going to play next. I know I have Metroid Prime 2 and Metroid Prime 3 that I want to stream. I'm thinking about starting Elden Ring over. I've got a list of games. I need to beat what do you call it? Skyward Sword at some point. Never beat that one. And what else was I gonna say? There's 2 mini dungeons you have to do as well, then the final dungeon in the castle for Minish. Okay, so yeah, so it'll be a little bit longer than I was thinking, but it doesn't sound like it'll be a ton longer. Nido King. Focus energy. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, little Nido King. Oh. Oh, I used another psychic and I didn't even need to. I was just assuming he was gonna use like a hyper potion. But that works. That works. GG's. I was beaten? Yes, you were beaten. You were slaughtered. Just like every other trainer in this building so far. Alright, we're gonna go heal up and then we're gonna fight Giovanni. Because Giovanni sucks. Cold chills. It's because I'm drinking Mountain Dew. I ended my last Infinite Fusion stream at Cinnabar. I'm not too far behind you technically. Technically, you're also playing at like double speed. So, you know, that helps you. Does it, when you save, like when you do the time, like when it tells you how long you've been playing, does that double time get factored in? Like, okay, so right now I'm looking at 29 and a half hours. Like, does yours actually count that? Or is it different since, like, you can actually play that game? Like, it's designed to be played at double time. Speed up does speed up the clock. Okay. Okay. Okay, we want Huayra leading. What items do I have? Super potions. I do have full heals, X specials, hyper potions, max potions, amulet coin. What items are my Pokemon holding? Hey, guess what, Huayra? You're gonna get the amulet coin. Thankfully, they made it so speed up doesn't speed up the music. That would be annoying. That would be annoying. I've played enough emulators. I don't know why I'm saving. You know, it's Nuzlocke. Whatever happens, happens. There's also a ×4 speed, but that's too fast for me. That's nuts. That is ridiculous. It shall be so until I can restore Team Rocket to its former glory. But you have found me again. So be it. This time, I'm not holding back. Once more, you shall face Giovanni, the greatest trainer. Greatest. This dude's a scrub. This dude is a scrub. Surf's up, dude. Hang 10. Hang 10, bro. Hang 10. Bye, Rhyhorn. Hang 10, bro. Already going to the level 50 Rhyhorn. Man, when you're throwing out your strongest Pokemon that quick, you're donezo, bro. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna be cocky here. Yeah. Deuces, Rhyhorn. You're done, bro. Dunzo. You got nothing. Like, the thing I love about Pokemon too. I know Pokemon. Okay, so let me rephrase this. Let me rephrase this because I can't say this since I have not beaten all of the Pokemon games. 1 second while I get my blanket all adjusted right. I know I can't say that because I've not beaten all the Pokemon games. But Pokemon is not really known for like in-depth stories. So I just love the idea though, that, like with Gen 1, that there's this criminal organization, Team Rocket, that has this massive network of people. And everybody knows they're criminals, you know, stealing, whatever. And little 10-year-old dude just comes along and dismantles the entire operation. Like, piece by piece. It's so great. Go to sleep, Nidoqueen. Go to sleep. Yeah. Like, the police can't do squat, but you know what? Little 10-year-old boy can come along and just... Who cares what you are? I'm gonna beat you. Also, the fact that they are criminals, but they play by the rules when it comes to Pokemon. I think that's one of the things I actually appreciate about Team Rocket from the show, is that, like, while they are not criminal by any means, they are at least, like, criminal enough that they don't play by the rules. They're like, we're gonna do whatever we gotta do to steal your Pokemon because we want to get paid. Like, they at least have some honest motivation, but everybody else in Team Rocket is just like, we're gonna fight you. Like, bro, just use guns. Shouldn't say that, but you know, they're a thing. You could do that. Ooh, special defense fell. I wonder if there was some inspiration from games like Earthbound. 10-year-old boy fights off alien cultists and even the police. I mean, maybe. Wouldn't surprise me. Anime Team Rocket is mainly just an evil group of Pokemon snatchers. Not much else to their crime, really. No, there's not. But still, like, they're at least motivated enough to try to do that. Ha! That was a truly intense fight. You have won. As proof, here is the Earth Badge. Earthquake, 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 earthquake. 10 grand. Let's go. The Earthquake Badge makes Pokemon of any level obey without question. It is evidence of your mastery as a Pokemon trainer. With it, you can challenge the Pokemon League. Also, take this TM. Consider it a gift for your Pokemon League challenge. TM26 contains Earthquake. It is a powerful attack that causes a massive tremor. I made it when I ran the gym here far too long ago. Well, maybe you should have just stuck to the gym thing instead of trying to do the, you know, whole take over the world thing. Maybe. Just maybe. Alright, let's go heal up. Oh, we gotta mark that we beat it. We beat it. We beat Giovanni. Beat that dude. Where did I mark the fight? Where did I mark it? I believe that's the correct team. That's a victory. Excuse me. Beat him. I mean, I don't think I have an answer for that, actually. I don't think I have an answer for his Blastoise. Maybe I do need to catch Zapdos. Back. Congrats on the gym win. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's go see. Let's go check in on old Dragonair. And then we're gonna go maybe try to catch Zapdos. Like, I can't believe Fox, like, they have nerfed Giovanni in this game compared to Gen 1. Like, where's Rhydon? Dude doesn't have a Rhydon anymore. And like none of his Pokemon know Horn Drill. Because I remember that being a pretty tough move back in the day too. But I mean, whatever. I'm not going to complain. We have all 8 gym badges. Whee! Yep, they made the 8th gym not a menace. Like, I might just be wrong because Yellow plays differently anyways. Like, I don't remember thinking he was difficult in well, I take that back because his levels were a lot higher too, I think. I don't think level 50 was his cap, but I could be wrong. I thought Rhydon was like I thought Rhydon was like level 55, but you know. It's whatever. All I know is that was much easier than I figured it would have been. Okay. So much extra steps just because I don't have a Pokemon that knows Fly. Because, you know... Actually, you know what? You know what I want to do? You know what I want to do? No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to do this. I want to do this. Are these all dudes that I can fight? Are they all guys that I can fight? They are. Oh, snap. Hey, we're going to get a Pokemon. Oh, we got an ad break. We got an ad break. I'm going to sit here and wait. Abilities and held items also didn't exist in Gen 1, and the special stat is split between attack and defense now. Very important differences. We're waiting. We're waiting for the ad break. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting, chat. Chat, we're waiting. It's the ad break. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting. Ad break's almost done. Alright, and we're back. And we're back. Abilities and held items also didn't exist in Gen 1, and the special stat is split between attack and defense now. Very important differences. This, I feel bad that I have not done this gym before now. Kind of forgot about it. Do I want Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee? Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee? I'm partial to Hitmonlee just because Hitmonlee is more of a pure fighter. Go for Chan. I mean, Chan is good because then, like, you can use it for anything because it can learn all the different punch moves. How is it that having a 15 level difference and a type advantage not enough to one-hit this Primeape? My gosh. I hear you're good. Show me. Okay. I will show you. Man, I don't know what's up with my internet tonight. I think it's on my end, Fox. I don't think it's yours. My internet has been buggy. I was, you know, OBS disconnected probably 2 or 3 times. Yeah, it's probably on my end. Even now, like, it's still not holding a steady connection, it looks like. I really need to look into, oh, Silverwind. What is Silverwind? Silverwind, like, recover? Bug and flying. Ooh. Ooh. I think I'm gonna get rid of, maybe try turning off and back on again. Probably should. Kind of committed right now, though. Man, I do not want to get rid of Safeguard. But I definitely don't want to get rid of Sleep Powder. And... Guess we'll get rid of Safeguard. Machoke. I think I just kind of forgot about going here. I don't really know why I didn't, honestly. Couldn't tell you. But I didn't, so now I get some free XP for Beetle. Primate. Level 36. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Got him. Got him. I know I'm pretty close to, I think I have 44 Pokemon. So we're not far from getting experience share either. Excuse me. Mankey. Feel bad slaughtering all these Mankeys. I miss Mankey. Rest in peace, guy. You were good for the 5 minutes I had you. And then you were dead. Still not enough. Unbelievable. Thank you. Thank you for the worthless critical. Thank you. Karate Master. Fwah! Hitmonlee. Oh, shoot. Got him. Yes, let's change to Let's go Blazer, because I don't think Ice Punch would be that effective. Like, it's just not a strong move. Flamethrower. Fire! Yep, that's what I remember about Ice Punch. It's just a pretty crappy move. But how do you decide between Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan? How do you decide that? Hitmonchan. Coin flip. I don't have a coin. I know I've already used Beetle, but I'm gonna borrow anyways. We're gonna double name. Just because another name for a beetle is a punch bug. Blue punch bug. Shout out Lilo and Stitch. I love Lilo and Stitch. Mostly Stitch. I watched more of the show. I watched the movie maybe once. Watched the show quite a bit though. Good show. Good name. Thank you. Thank you. I have tried. I really love the show. It was so good. It was. Excellent show. Like, for the most part, I will say that Disney did a pretty good job with cartoons that were based off of movies in the 2000s. The one exception being Emperor's New School. It's not really crazy about that show. 2 levels. Ruben was my favorite lazy sandwich obsessed Stitch. Yes. I don't remember what level that puts him on. I want to say like 36 maybe? Let me see. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm just going to pull whoever is back out anyways. I'm pretty sure it's like 36. It's going to be 33. Watch. 45 Pokemon now. Okay. Level 32. I was off by 1. Level 55 for Dragonair. I know. Got a ways to go before we get Mr. Dragonite. I mean, I'm just going to put him back in there, though. Because I'm going to go walk around trying to catch Zapdos. And I don't really want Dragonair with me. Maybe next time. One day. One day. All these levels you get faster with just experience share. Yeah. Once I get it. Gotta get 5 more Pokemons. Like, I should probably just take the time to actually get some of these weaker Pokemon out and just fight with them and raise them. But, alas, I am lazy. Whoop. Are my Pokemon healed up? Yeah, they're healed up. Surf and Turf. Psybeam. Just for fun. For the 68 experience or whatever it is. 135. Wow. So which areas or routes do you still have open for encounters? Besides Route 23 and Victory Road, I have... Let's see. Scroll up to the top, please. I have Pallet Town. Cerulean City. Saffron City. Oh, wait, no, I don't have that one listed. That's Hitmonchan. Punchbug. Status. Captured. Route 17, which I already have everything you can catch on that route. Fuchsia City. Route 14. Route 13. Power Plant, I caught Magneton. Cybertruck. Route 20. 1 island, 2 island. Route 23, Victory Road. Then if you can go to the, I don't know if you can go to 4, 5, and 6, and 7 island. And then Cerulean Cave. So not a lot. Not a lot. Alright, Hylix. This one's gonna be you, buddy. Boo, 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 boo. You can only access up to 3 islands before beating the Elite Four. Okay. Okay. Well, I didn't know that wasn't going to be very effective, but still works. Still works. What's up, Pokeball? I don't know what it is. Probably just because Voltorb looks like a Pokeball, and I think it looks really good. Oh, man. I should just catch it. I'm not going to because, you know, but I really want to just catch it. But I really like the way Voltorb looks, and I really hate the way Electrode looks. Just never been a fan of Electrode, ever. Never, ever. Might also just be that it looks like a fat turd, in my opinion. It's a big chunky boy. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. It's blasphemy. I know. Voltorb, A+. Electrode, A-. No, F-. Excuse me. Excuse me. D- at best. Just not a fan. Never have been. Might also be that I just associate negative feelings with Electrode because Electrode is all like almost always using Explosion, it seems like. Or Self-Destruct way more than Voltorb. It's probably just bias, but you know. That's how I feel. Oh, I could get another Pokemon. I have an Eevee that I haven't used a Thunderstone on yet. That'd be a free one. Yeah, the Electrodes generator section in the Rocket Base in Gen 2 is rough for Nuzlocke. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure it is. One Thunderstone. Speaking of Thunderstones. I'm trying to think what, like, tough gyms are even in. Well, okay, Miltank, Whitney. You got Whitney. Whitney's tough. Whitney's tough even if you're not doing a Nuzlocke. Like, Miltank definitely earns the tank part of its name. Outside of Whitney, though, I don't know that there's, like, too many difficult gym leaders. I mean, maybe just because you can get through the main, like, the Johto content pretty quick, so, like, your Pokemon aren't going to be leveled as far. But I don't remember any of them besides Whitney being especially challenging. Go figure. Speaking of Electrodes, I've saved this move just for you. Just for you, buddy. You can have that. Do, 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 do. Oh, poor Pikachu. Oh, no. I mean, I know it was going to faint either way, but man, I feel like I just murdered it. I feel like that was inhumane. What I just did to Pikachu. Bye, Pikachu. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It'd be cool to run into a shiny here. That's not a Magneton, just so that way I could get another Pokemon here. Probably won't happen, but you know, wishful thinking. Hi, Zapdos. How many Ultra Balls do I have? 49. Man, that better be enough. One Paralyze Heal. But I do have... Why do I have so many antidotes? Alright, see what happens. Ooh, I like how it gets its own music. Or at least different music. That's cool. That's a nice touch. It's gonna hit 5 times. Oh my gosh, dude. Holy crap. Now for the fun part. How fast can we burn through 47 Ultra Balls? The only Pokemon I have that could use a status changing move is freaking Butterfree with Sleep Powder, and I am not about to throw Butterfree in for that reason. Agility, Drill Peck. What kind of a crap move set is that? Holy cow. Thunder Wave? Detect? Agility? And Drill Peck? Legendary Pokemon here, folks. Legendary. Let's try a Great Ball just for funsies. Come on. I wish I knew how many PP Drill Peck was. That's what I need to find out. Oh my gosh. Well, there's 10 Ultra Balls that we've already used. Drill Peck 20. Oh gosh. It's gonna run out of Thunder Waves before then. Oh man. It really wants to try to paralyze me, and that's just amazing to me. Alright, let's heal him up. Just for fun. Just for fun. Oh, I was really hoping I would catch it in that. That'd been so funny. So close. I don't know about so close, but you know. Oh! Oh, I thought we were gonna get it there. I thought we were gonna get it. Thought we were gonna get it. Come on, Zapdos. You know you want to. I want to nickname you. You're gonna be Thunderbird. I've already got your name picked out and everything. Just let me catch you. It's gonna run out of moves altogether at this rate. What about Lightning McQueen? I mean, it's not a bad one. It's not a bad one. I don't think I'd be able to. I don't think I would have room for that though. Like Thunderbird's gonna be kind of close as it is. Oh man! It's the fact that we've done the best with a Great Ball so far. Makes me think I should have bought more. Like I would swap to Butterfree, but I'm just so scared that the one time I pick to swap, it's gonna decide to use stupid Horn or Drill Peck and one hit KO it. Oh my gosh, come on, dude. Are you out of everything else? Is that why you're going to use Drill Peck now and then you're going to start thrashing? Or flailing, whatever? Come on. Jeez, dude. I know I could weaken it further, but I'm just I don't know what to do with Hylux. Oh my gosh, dude, just get caught. I should have kept a counter on like how many times it's using this. Jeez, this thing. Let's see. Let's see. We know Drill Peck is 20. Thunder Wave. PP. No, not Thunder. 20. Agility. $30 and detect. 5. So it's out of detect. It's just everything else. But it's got a lot of everything else. Heck yes! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! We got it! Oh. Freaking birds. Thunderbird. Woo! Got it, folks. We got it. Holy crap. GG's, chat. GG's. Oh. Now let's go do it again with Moltres. That was nutso. Actually, just for funsies. Time to replenish your stock of Pokeballs. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Oh no, I'm about to burn all of them to a crisp. Your poor Pokemon. I don't respect you. You've not earned my respect. You don't deserve it. Your Pokemon are puny. They're tiny. Good try, though, Big Girl. Good try. Good try. Those good-looking Pokemon. Whee! Again, firm believer that there should be some parameters for Intimidate, like you should have to be within so many levels for that to take effect. I know it doesn't work that way, but I think it should. Because, you know, being 17 levels ahead, I feel like Intimidate should not even be a waste of my time. No, Pokemon Center's up here. That's what we want. We want the Pokemon Center. Level requirement for abilities would be good. I mean, like certain ones. Certain ones, yes. I'm not saying it's got to be that way for all of them, but I'd love a varying degree of success depending on how many levels. Yeah, that would be cool. Make it more challenging. What they really need to do, Fox, what they really need to do is actually make a hard mode on a Pokemon game. Like, actually give it some legit modifiers. Like, stuff like that, where your abilities are not, like, a guaranteed thing. Okay. There is a Pokemon game that adds a hard mode. Which one? I probably haven't played it, or if I have played it, I have not unlocked hard mode. Ultra Ball. Black and White and Black and White 2. Somehow I knew you were going to say that. And I own White and White 2. Let's go 44. Actually, 49. 49. That'll give us 75. And we'll get another 12 of these. And I think the furthest I've ever gotten is in White 1. I think I had White 1. I think I beat the first gym leader, and that was it. If I even got that far. All right, time for me to get to bed. Have a good night. Have a good night, Fox. Thanks for coming to hang out. Thanks for friendly encouragement. Bond Bridge. I don't think I want to go to Bond Bridge. I think we want to go down here, and this is where we can go to get Mole Trace. If I were to guess, 3 Isle Path. Well, never mind. Psyduck. 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 Oddish Executor. Oddish Executor. Okay. Woo, level 42. Okay, random swimmer out there. I would go fight them, but you know. Berry Forest. What's through the Berry Forest, though? What's through the berry forest? Berries and cream, berries and cream. I can't catch you, Hypno. Fortunately. Wild berry loving Pokemon. Well, what's down here then? You gotta cut 1,000,000 trees to get to. 1 maxi elixir. Alright, nice. We'll take that. Sorry, I just had to check, guys. Apparently, I am going the wrong way if I want to catch our good friend Moltres. We need to go to 1 island, not 3 island, which I guess I should have known, but, you know. Neither here nor there at this point. Got a max elixir. Always good to have an item like that on hand. Man. I wish I still had my Pidgeotto. It'd be a Pidgeot by now. But alas, our dear friend did not make it. What am I doing? I have Dugtrio. I can just dig out of here. I think. If I can't, I can use an escape rope. I'm fairly certain I can dig out of here. Oh, let's see. Dig. Yes, I do. Thank you. Whee! 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 Oddish? Executor. Okay, let's go to 1 island. Excuse me. Nuclear. Snooks, thank you for the resub for 8 whole months. 8 months, my goodness. Where has the time gone? Where has the time gone? But thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate you, pal. Hope you're doing well. Nintendo's Nuclear! Welcome in. Is that Misty? That looks like Misty. I don't think it is, but we'll find out. Nope, it's not Misty. Bro! Did I tell you about my car? I don't think I did. Oh, no, fart. I'm getting tired. You're welcome. 8 months is a hot minute. No joke. No joke. That was a long time ago. I think that was New Year's? Or was that day after Christmas, maybe? I don't remember. I don't remember. Been there since day one. Got rocking the first badge. Look at you. Look at you. Look at us. Who would have thought? Who would ever thought? Not me. It's in the shop. No, it is no longer in the shop. It is no longer in the shop. So they wanted to charge me like 23 grand, right? For a new engine and new transmission. And I told them, absolutely not. I'm not paying that. Should still be under warranty. Well, they agreed to do the transmission. Still would not do the engine. They want to charge me 18 grand for the engine. So I went back and forth with them on it. They would not budge. Nissan would not budge. I talked to a lawyer, and the lawyer, I will at least give him credit. Like, the lawyer was just straight up with me. Like, did not want to, or did not pull any punches, did not try to, you know, like, make it seem like I had a good shot or anything. Just told me straight up, like, how'd I get rock smash? Like, what I would need to do to have a chance at getting my car paid for. And it was more work than I was probably going to be willing to do. That's for sure. I should catch this. I'm gonna catch this. If I don't kill it here. Moto J Colts, thanks for the lurk, man. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. But so they so he essentially told me like I was gonna have to get somebody that would be willing to testify for me, and essentially call Nissan a liar. Even with like the video proof that I had, still did not necessarily look like I had a great shot at it. So I didn't even bother going through it. I eventually called the dealership back, told them just to put the transmission in it, which they did. And so I had it towed. I had it towed from the dealership back to a mechanic that's just up the street from me that I have not used, but my father-in-law has used and recommended. And so I had him look at it, and he was like, yeah, there's engine sludge in it, which is what the dealership was saying. And he's like, you know, he said, but we've run into this, you know, with other cars before. No big deal. He said, as far as the misfiring, which is what they said, you know, like it was part of what they needed replaced because, like, there were some cylinders misfiring. He's like, you know, we got rid of that, and we put some cleaner in, and, you know, you may have to get a couple of bottles of cleaner and run it through, but he said it, you know, should be fine, no issue. So he changed spark plugs, changed gaskets, and put this engine fluid cleaner in there, and it was $212, and my car is running again, running fine. Got a new transmission and new spark plugs and new gaskets, and gonna run some $12 cleaner through it a few times and clean up the engine sludge. A lot cheaper than 18 grand, that's for sure. So where I got fortunate though, what a journey. No joke, it's been 3 months. It's been 3 months for that. But so where I got really fortunate too, was it might have been the same week. I want to say it was the same week that I had it towed. It might have even been the same week that my car broke down, but before that, I bought GameStop stock back in, man, that was, I want to say it was like 2019. 2019 or 2020 at the latest, I bought some GameStop stock. I think it was 2019. I bought 3 shares. And then I bought 3 more like 6 months later. So I had 6 shares of GameStop that I had bought. I think all told I spent $50, $52 for 6 shares of GameStop. Not a lot by any means. Well, that was before all the meme stock stuff took off, you know, back in 2021, 2022. Where like GameStop, AMC, Nokia, all these stocks just, you know, blew up overnight. I didn't even really pay attention to any of that, to be honest with you. But when I caught word of that, like I was checking my GameStop stock, and you know, it got up at one point to where, oh, come on, what is this? What is this doing? Second. We're waiting. Okay, I think we're back. I don't know what the issue has been tonight. Like OBS, since I have switched to internet, I have not had this happen to me the whole time I've had this new internet provider. I don't know. I guess maybe probably need to restart my router at some point, but this has been nuts. But so anyways, as I was saying, I had bought some GameStop stock, like years ago. And then when the first wave of these meme stocks blew up happened, like I had GameStop and I checked it and it was getting up there like quite a ways, but I didn't sell. I don't know why. I think it was just that I honestly to this day I could not tell you why I did not sell, but I didn't. I hung on too long, so I missed like that whole huge wave where at one point I could have sold where each share was worth like $500-600. Like I could have made some serious cash off of that and just didn't. For whatever reason, I think I just honestly probably got greedy and thought it was going to go to like 500 a share, and I was going to sell it then. I think the highest it ever got that I saw was like 400. I think it was like 400. So I was holding out for 5. If it would have gotten to 5, I was going to sell. And if it ever did, I don't think I saw it, so I never sold. But so what ended up happening, like I kept it, and then it just dropped off. The meme stocks all faded, whatever, and so I didn't sell anything. Well, then come to find out, the week of my car breaking down, or at least getting sent over to the shop, like another wave hit on that meme stock stuff, and so like it jumped up, and it wasn't as much as it had been before, but it still got up to where they did a stock split too in there, but essentially the original share price got back up to $200 a piece. So I jumped on it at 200, and so I sold it. It was 200 and some change. So I sold all of my GameStop stock, which was just, I only ever had the original 6, so it was 24 after they split it, but it was still, I didn't buy anymore after I bought those original 6. Sold them all for $12.50, so that paid for the original price of the shares themselves, and I got $1,200 on top of that, and $1,200 was enough to cover how much it cost me to have my car towed to the dealership and back. While it was at the dealership, I had them also put on new brakes and a new cabin filter. The transmission was free, but I had to pay for the brakes and the cabin filter, so it paid for that. And it also paid for the repairs that the mechanic did. So I got out of it essentially breaking even. I was bummed because that means I don't get any extra money. I was going to use that money to buy myself a nice new laptop, but that's okay. It paid for my car, and my car is more important than a new laptop anyways. But I didn't have to pay for it, essentially. Like, it was a big headache to deal with, but it's all done. It's all over. My car's good. I've driven it. It's fine. I don't have to deal with them anymore. I'm never buying another Nissan. I'm definitely not buying another car from this dealership that would not honor their warranty. But it's done. It's over. I'm thankful I don't have to sweat it anymore. Like, I have never been more stressed in my life than I was over this car. And there was even one point where, like, it was making me sick to my stomach. Like, when they first gave me the invoice for what they wanted to charge me, like the $23,000 for the engine and the transmission, like, I literally felt all day like I was just gonna throw up. I did not even tell my wife until the next day because I was just like so upset over it. But it's all done. That's the part that matters. I'm glad it's over for me too. Now I can get back to, not worrying about all that. Now it's just back to the regular life. Hopefully nothing else happens. Now I get to officially take any extra stress that I had on that, and I can put it back on stressing over my wife and our unborn child. She's only 2 months away. 2-ish more months before baby number 3 gets here. So that was another part that was causing stress. Is like we just didn't know what was going to happen with the car, and my other car is a little tiny thing. And there was like we were doing good to fit my wife and I and our 2 kids as it is. There was no way we were going to fit a 3rd kid in that car. So we were stressing over that too, because we were talking about having to, lease another car or just potentially buy another car. And so now I don't have to worry about it because I have my big car back that seats 7 people. Are you excited? I am excited. I'm excited. Just having another kid. I'm excited to see how my children are old enough now that I'm very interested to see how they handle having a baby in the house full time. They've had a little bit of exposure to a baby. My brother-in-law, he and his wife had their first back in April. So they've had a little bit of exposure to that, but I'm interested to see how they'll handle, full time, having a sibling there with them full time, a little baby. So I'm excited about that part. I'm also excited because this is the first time I worked one other job that I got paternal leave. That was when I worked at Home Depot. I got paternal leave there. But that was my part-time job. My full-time job, I did not get any paid leave. I took a week of vacation off. But so my current job, I get a whole month off paid. So I'm excited for that. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Always happy to have another baby in the house. I should have gone after Machoke. We get 6 months paid. That's wild to me. Is that both parents get 6 months paid? 6 months for the men, women get a year. Nice. Nice. Well, paternal leave is not standard in the States. Like, where I worked at before that I didn't get any, like it was that company didn't offer it. The company that initially owned where I worked at, they would give you 2 weeks. But yeah, I didn't get anything when either of my children were born. And then the last place I worked at didn't offer anything. You got no leave. So it varies. It varies from job to job. So I'm not complaining because a month is cool for me. I think on average, women here usually get, I know they get at least 3 months, and maybe longer than that. But again, I think 3 months is standard, and then it just depends whatever after that. I could get FMLA, but all that leave time would be unpaid, and I don't necessarily want to do that. I will if I need to, but I'd rather not. My hope is that I can kind of just string this together into like Thanksgiving and get a few extra days off then. Because my kid is due October 26th, I think. Yeah, the 26th is the due date. But they're probably going to end up inducing my wife before that. Just because she's had some previous health issues with pregnancy. So I think they're talking like 39 weeks. They may make it even earlier. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yes, I'm excited. Definitely looking forward to it. Do I get to rest here? Is it like a therapeutic? Is it like a awesome. Free Pokemon Center. And now I can go back to saving up for an actual good laptop. So I'm excited about that too. Could you help me out with my training? I think you can help me out with my training. I think I'm just gonna hit you with some flamethrowers. Primate. Cut above. Let's not have Blazer leading off here. That would be kind of foolish. I'm gonna fight this guy. I'm gonna fight him. I'm also gonna get a drink of water. Mount Ember. Ooh, I should have led with Huayra instead. I don't think that psychic moves are going to do much, but we'll see. Since Starmie is part psychic. I think my hope would be that it would get confused, but we'll see what happens. See how it goes. Just get confused, dude. That's all I want. Of course she would use Recover. Of course she would. Get confused. It's not gonna get confused. Back to sleep for you, Starmie. Why did I use sleep powder again? It's already asleep. Stupid. I'm just being stubborn here because I want Butterfree to get all the experience. Otherwise, I could have switched to Huayra a while ago and this fight would already be over. Let's go. Let's go. GG's. GG's. Excuse me. Seadra. Seadra always reminds me of Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog. This looks like it's running really fast. Really, really fast. Man, I was really hoping that I'd get confusion on him, but guess not. Guess not. No matter. Let's see if we can get Hummer some XP here. If this dude just has like level 30 Magikarps. Okay. Whoop whoop. Determined. Ducky, what's up, my man? Thank you for giving Snookley the shout out. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Did you watch any football tonight? Been lurking. I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you. As always. Didn't know any football was on, TBH. Yes, the preseason is officially underway. Officially. Alright, bro. You should, there you go. I'll have to keep my eye out. How is he still confused? It's been 5 turns. Yep. Football. Watched a little bit of football tonight. Watched a little bit of baseball. Pretty cool announcement this week by Major League Baseball as well. I don't know if you follow, how closely you follow baseball, if at all. We did get 3 runs. But, Major League Baseball announced this week that they are going to play 1 game next season at Bristol Motor Speedway. So it's going to be like 120,000 seats. It's going to be the Reds and the Braves. Much as I would love to get to go to that game. I feel like that's going to be some expensive seats, even though there's going to be a million of them. Just checking my fantasy baseball team. Mitch Keller, not doing great. Here, Jose Tyone. Too many hits. But I'm still winning. That's the important part. I'm still winning. Okay. Sea King. Nah, we'll leave him in. Let's go with a body slam. Hit him with the body slam. See how much that does. Paralyze him. Sea King again. I would very much like to actually hit for a body slam that paralyzes. That would be cool. There we go. I'm just gonna rest. For funsies. That's what I was hoping would happen. Sleep rest for 2 turns. I don't know if it's 2 turns additional or if it's 2 turns total. Okay, 2 turns additional. So rest plus 2. So technically 3 turns. Now he's awake. Use strength. And that's another battle in the books. Attaboy, Hummer. Attaboy. That was anticlimactic. Mount Ember. No. I don't want explosion because I don't want... I have no use for explosion. Literally no use at all. Because it's a Nuzlocke. If I use explosion, then that's just the end of that Pokemon. I don't get it back. Why would I use that? Treasure. Let's put Blazer back in front. How do caves form inside volcanoes? Are you going to enlighten me? Oh, that was such a good move to put Blazer back in front. Let's go. Let's go. Got him. We're gonna catch Moltres tonight. That's what else we're gonna do, folks. We already caught Zapdos. Catch Moltres. Maybe we can catch Articuno too. That would be kind of cool. Shockingly good. Shockingly. Shockingly. I wonder if I actually need Rock Smash. I hope not. New Pokemon! New Pokemon! So I just don't get a move? What is that? What do I even use here, then? Jeez. Ultra Ball! Oh, I forgot. Sparrow was supposed to be my island counter. What do we want to name Ponyta? What do we want to name Ponyta? What is a Gallardo? What is a Gallardo? Let's see. What am I talking about? What am I doing? It's a Ferrari. It's just a Ferrari. Prancing horse. Ferrari. Of course. Silly question. Silly question. What am I doing there? What kind of names am I trying to think of? I'm overcomplicating that. Let's see. So that's one island. Actually, it's... Ferrari. Captured. It's another one for the box, though. Almost got Garage 1 full up. Ooh. I'm counting that as a new encounter for Mount Ember, but there's not Mount Ember on my Nuzlocke tracker, so whatever. Woo! Slash. Yes. Bye, Ember. Bye-bye. I wanted to use Flamethrower, but I'm okay with it. Let's go. I mean, I'm sure it's not off the beaten path, right? Like, why would they do that? They're not going to do that. It's going to be, like, pretty easy to find. I'm just seeing if there's anything else back here, which there is. A direct hit. Is that an actual... That's not a permanent item, I don't think. I think that's a one battle item. I just don't remember. Yep. In battle. Can't go that way. Hello. Ranger Logan. Flamethrower. Bye, execute. I don't think having grass Pokemon inside of an active volcano is a very smart idea, but you do you, buddy. There we go. I don't need to fight you, Geodude. Okay. Speaking of Geo Pokemon. I don't know if I can interrupt rollout. That's something I probably should find out real quick. Let's see. Well, I can't find out. Not yet, anyways. Stupid Geodude. They're all gonna do this, and I'm gonna be so mad. Okay, we're not gonna find out then, I guess. Which is bogus. I mean, I know how I can find out. Can you interrupt rollout? Description. I don't know. Guess we'll have to find out. Find out on the fly. Hope for the best. I like this music. Okay, so up, over, over, up, all the way over. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can get Moltres. Here we go. Got Zapdos. Okay, so they all know agility. Holy crap. Yep, okay, so we're just gonna do a little old, can I do a reset? Okay. Let's try this again. I know, slightly cheating, but, you know. I don't care. Nobody died. I wanted to find out about rollout earlier and couldn't get any answer on it, so, you know. I wonder if it's the fact that it's fire and flying. See how much Rock Blast does. Although with Endure, it should be fine. Why I only gotta hit twice? Guess we'll try it. That's not gonna be enough. Flamethrower, no surprise. Does a whole lot of damage for not being very effective, though. That's for sure. Holy crap. It's not weak enough. Thought we were gonna get lucky there. Not fire spin. Flamethrower, we know, has 13 or 15, so he's got 13 left. Agility has a lot. Fire spin is, you know, whatever. Like, I'm glad you're using that, but, you know, I just wish I knew you would use it, because then I would use, what you call it again? Oh, get out of here. Get out of here, freaking Moltres. Well, that's good to know. It doesn't re-up Fire Spin's, trap if you're already caught in it. Cool. Cool. Just gonna throw it out there too that again, one of the reasons why Lugia is my absolute favorite legendary is it actually has a pretty decent move set when you catch it in silver. It's not crap like what Moltres and okay, well, I will just say Moltres has a better moveset than Zapdos. Because it actually has 2 fire moves. Whereas Zapdos was just like, oh, a Thunder Wave. Like, what even? Alright, come on, dude. Come on, Ultra Ball. Yeah, let's go. Another one. Firebird. Nothing else it could be. Woo! GG's. GG's. Let's get out of here. One second, chat. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm not even gonna send it to pause. Maybe just give me a second. Okay, we're back. Just give me a second to get settled back in here. My oldest child is dealing with some growing pains. So that's always fun. Alright, well we caught Moltres. So I guess the only one left to do tonight is Articuno. Let me sit up. Okay. Excuse me. Pretty good though. Pretty good though, I will say. I don't think I actually need to come here, but I'm going to anyways, just because it's free Pokemon Center. What does that put us up to? 47? 48. 48 now that we own. So we might get to 50 tonight. Note to self, come back here sometime whenever I've Rock Smash. I don't think I can go this way, right? Oh, I could... Okay, yeah, I can do that. Cool. Cool, cool. Excelente. I think I said Vermilion, but I kind of just sped through that, so you know. Yeah, we're back in Vermilion. Alright, so let's go trade a Pokemon. Let's do that. That'll get us to 49, and we can make Articuno number 50, and then we can get Experience Share. Question is where? Where do I get? Is this one? Okay, it's not that guy. Fairly certain it's in Vermilion. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's go do a trade. Almost got it full up. I need to get Thunderbolt and teach that to Zapdos. Sure, let's trade. Do, 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 do. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Well, that doesn't make sense. Why would they... Ding. Summary, what moves does he know? Has a stick. I'm assuming that stick is like... Fury Attack, Knockoff, Bud, Fury Cutter, and Swords Dance. Alright, well, I'm gonna put it back in the box. What can we get out? Actually, you know what? Let's just do that. Let's do that for number 50. Come here, you. Woo! Number 50, folks. Got a Jolteon. What I do want to see is, how many HP? 150 HP. $157. Okay, let's go to... Let's go get us a Articuno. Although actually, I wonder if he's down there. Guess we'll find out, huh? I realize I'm talking out loud to myself here. Just trying to remember where the last Pokemon, last of Professor Oak's aids are that we can get experience share. I don't think he's up here. I think it's I think this guy's an Everstone, right? Oh, Amulet Coin. Okay. Well, we already have that. Whee! Whee! We're flying. We're soaring. We're just zooming. Got the zoomies. Whole bunch of extra steps. That'd be the way to do it, right? Just fly back up to Celadon and then come back down that. No, he's not here. Okay, so where is he? I do not have a Golduck, sorry. Well, I think that might be a Waterstone too. I don't know. I could get a Golduck. I don't think he's over here. But maybe? Maybe he is. Yes! Excellent, 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 excellent. We're gonna get Articuno, and then we will go get Dragonair out of the box. Then we can do experience share. And get a Dragonite. We might have a whole new squad by the time we go fight the Pokemon League. I haven't decided yet. What I do need to do, though, is get Zapdos out, actually. Because I'm going to need him for Blue. For, I think it's Butthead is our rival's name. I don't remember. Don't quite remember. Pew, pew, pew. How many Pokeballs do we have? 61 should be enough. 61 should be fine. We got pretty lucky there with Moltres, truthfully. What's leading? Yeah, let's not do that. At least not yet anyways. Psybeam. Seafoam Islands. What's up, Zubat? I'm not necessarily like that big on taking Moltres along with us because we have Blazer. I know that he's a higher level, but I feel like Blazer's going to be a better option. Got a better moveset at this point. I'm not going to fight every one of these. What if I just give it the whole... Where is it? Where is it? Where's the sash thingy? No, I don't want that. Cleanse tag. I wonder why there's no... There should be a noise. Psyduck. Psyduck. Okay, cleanse tag does not work very well. Psyduck. No, I do not want to do this. I just want to run. Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Come on. Oh, hey, it's a Golduck. I would catch it, but you know. If I were going to catch it, it would solely be exclusively to trade it. I don't think I went quite. Excuse me, come all the way down yet. Level 26, fine. I'll fight the level 26 one. It's a Golbat. Oh, come on now. Really? Really? Bogus. Of course it did, of course. Of course. Why not? Three for three. Nice. Can you hit it? Can you hit it? Thank you. I mean, next time I'm using Psychic though, like no questions asked. Psychic. Should have just done that from the get-go, but I figured Psybeam would be good enough with a 21 level difference. But apparently not. Goodness, excuse me. I see that. Boulders might change the flow of water. I guess my real question is, am I going to have waterfall? Oh man, I wish this was like a regular Pokemon challenge where I could just catch these dudes. Okay, so let's see. Here's what we want to do. We want to push this here, and this here. And then we're going to come around here. Oh, push this over, and we can push that down there. Push that down there too. There it is. Let's go. Articuno. I should have brought Zapdos. I could have used Thunder Wave. Oh. I mean, what else I could do? The strat is that we're going to use Snorlax and use Body Slam and hopefully land a Paralysis. Just like that. Let's go. That's in the red. I think we're good to start attempting to catch it now. Let's see. Huzzah! Let's see. What are some... Mm-hmm. Well, we got Articuno. What do we want to nickname it? Is that a thing? Oh my gosh, it is a thing. That's what we're naming it. That's what we're naming it. That's what we're going with. This is the name of a car. I love it. Let's go, man. That's all 3 birds. Got them all. Excuse me. I don't think did I use that one yet? Officially yes, but whatever. Whatever. Cool beans, man. We get all the birdies. All the legendary birdies. Do 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 do. Okay, so we're gonna heal. I want to look at it. Would you look at that? Would you just look at it? Very interesting. Alright, let's go to Celadon. Or not Celadon. Cerulean. So we can get Dratini, or Dragonair out, rather. Which should be at least another level. I think I've done way more than 1,200 steps, but that's neither here nor there. We're taking the long way. Gotta pedal uphill. Do-do-do. Apparently if I hit the C-stick up, it just interrupts the lag, or the input just enough that I can go back down. I'm fairly certain it's the same speed as walking. But in any case, that's irrelevant now. Definitely gained 1, maybe 2. Probably only 1. That's okay. Two levels. Alright, so it's up to level 34. Let's look at it. So it just leveled up too. Well, there we have a full box, but we're going to take one out. I got to decide what else I'm going to do with this. Because I need to get Zapdos out, but I don't know who I'm going to leave him in for. Probably should be Clubman. Because I don't know that I'm really going to need Cut a lot. I've got plenty of escape ropes, so Dig won't come into play. I just really like Clubman. Clubman's my guy. Okay. Well, guys, I think that's going to do it for me tonight. I think that's going to do it for me tonight. Oh, good stream, though. Good stream. Good stream. Oh, all the gym leaders are in the books. We've beaten all 8 of them. GG's. And we caught all 3 legendary birds. As was expected, Zapdos was the biggest pain in the butt. I was kind of, well, only halfway surprised how easy Articuno was, just because it did actually paralyze Articuno. Moltres, I'm a little bit more surprised because we left way more health on the board for Moltres than we did for any of the other ones. And no status changes either, and we still got it. So, that's good stuff. Good stuff. But, that's going to be it for me. Let's go see who we can raid. Music's going to go wonky here for a second, folks. Sorry. My laptop does not like when I open a web browser while I'm streaming. But I want to see who's live so we can raid out of here tonight. It's a Friday. Let's go hang out with somebody. Question is who? Stream manager. Raid channel. Who am I following that's live? Let me see. We're gonna raid Handsome Jesse. Playing some Faz. Phasmophobia. We'll go say what's up. I'm probably gonna go play some League of Legends for a little bit or something, maybe. So let's see here. Let's do this. Raid 1. Raid 2. So there's that. But that's gonna be it for me tonight. So I'll be back live Monday, 10 o'clock Eastern time, with some more Majora's Mask. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? That's it for me. I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. Let's get this raid started. Let's get on out of here. See you all in the next one. Adios.
Oh, see a taco shell, yeah. Oh, see a taco shell, yeah.
Who's there?
Nintendo Bro!
Who's
Pokemon!
Sure.
It is what it is, anyway. Yeah, well, she passed away. I'm sorry to hear that, Diva, but it was probably a while ago, right? What's up, Raiders? Welcome in. The Couch Crew's raiding your stream. It's Nintendo Bro Raid. What's up, Nintendo Bro? We're just gonna play some Ghost Watchers and get scared. We get mischief in here. I don't know who else wants to play Ghost Watchers, but if you guys want to play Ghost Watchers, you're welcome to join. I don't have a queue set up right now. You know, I'm just hanging out. Yeah, it was a while back, right, Diva? You don't sound too sad about it. Yeah, it's going good. It's going good. I was just telling everybody, I finally did some stuff.